Yes, my people, welcome back once again to the Reggae Boys Weekly. We're back again. And who famously said that? Troops, yeah, troops from
Back again,
AFC,
yeah.
back again FC. You know what I'm saying? So we're back again once again, people, on Tuesday. Yes, the week just started, but it's running off very quickly. The Reggae Boys will be playing this Saturday in the Copa America against Mexico. We're here Sunday. Dylan was here as well, and discuss the upcoming games. But we're gonna go more in depth on Friday, I believe, because the game is on Saturday. So yeah, we're gonna give a tactical breakdown, talk about the game some more, as well as other topics. But we're here to talk about Craig Butler, as usual, Leon Bailey. We have a new face, Damion Lowe, the captain of the Reggae Boys, as he did an interview recently and he gave his thoughts surrounding the whole Leon Bailey situation. But taking over the headline once again is Craig Butler, man. I think yesterday he came out with some screenshots from WhatsApp, telling Coach Jaime Hallgrimson that he should have or shouldn't select Dejan Richards as well as Leon Chippy Bailey. However, we saw where both players they were selected, and it caused a whole drama within the Jamaican football landscape. But before we get into it and give you guys the intro, Dylan, once again, you're back again. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. It's pouring cats and dogs outside, so thank God for that. But yeah, ready to talk about these interesting comments that kind of show us or indicates the status of the JFF, Coach Heimer, Hallgrimson, and so many more things that we didn't know before.
Yeah, and I mean, the hot topic is Dejan because, it is alleged that Chelsea is threatening to take away his contract. So that's fresh news, and I think we need to talk about it some more. The wonder kid, that Jamaicans like to call him a wonder kid. You know what I'm saying? And Chelsea, they're threatening to take away his contract. So we definitely have to talk about that and, get some insight into that. But before we get started, people, let's give you guys the intro. It's time to rise up. Stand and take your place. Rise up. Shine like the sun. Rise up, rise up. Your journey has just begun. Rise up. Yeah, so rise up, people. Once again, people, the most important thing is to hit that red subscribe button. Also, like the video, share the video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. So we're gonna start off with Craig Butler first, right? Or should it be? Let's start off with Damion Lowe first. You know what I'm saying? So the captain of the Reggae Boys, Damion Lowe, recently was on an interview with Wayne Marshall on Meeting the Mitchells. TJ, the up top boss, was also on as well, and Wayne Marshall, he went ahead to ask Damion Lowe about Leon Bailey's absence from the team, the break that he's taking, and basically said, and I mean, before I even say anything, let me just play the clip for you guys so that you guys can hear what the captain had to say surrounding the question that he was asked.
So Damion, last week we had Leon Bailey here, right? And I know he's one of Jamaica's top players. We all know that, right? And he has issues with the federation and stuff, and him taking a break now. As a leader in the team, right? I frame this away where I not just ask you become why you get a comment. As a leader in the team, as captain, do you feel like you have a role to play in mending these relationships?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because it's a personal issue.
And once again, let me play that video for you, those of you who are just joining us.
So Damion, last week we had Leon Bailey here, right? And I know he's one of Jamaica's top players. We all know that, right? And he has issues with the federation and stuff, and him taking a break now. As a leader in the team, right? I frame this away where I not just ask you become why you get a comment. As a leader in the team, as captain, do you feel like you have a role to play in mending these relationships?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Because it's a personal issue.
So Dylan, the captain is stating that it's a personal issue in regards to Leon Bailey taking a break from the national team. But surely, as the leader of the team, the captain of the team, don't you think he should play um more? Don't you think he should I'm trying to find the words. Don't you
Same
think Damion Lowe,
responsibility.
as the captain, should bear more responsibility in terms of trying to get Leon Bailey back into this national team as the leader, if he knows the quality that Bailey possesses?
Well, I think there is from that clip alone, you can tell that there is probably a consensus within the players at least that they're not going to really comment um too deeply about what is going on. I think there's definitely a divide from all sides regarding what they feel like doing, what they feel like saying. It's we can see that Butler released more information than I think we asked for, which was really interesting. I don't think we're expecting to see him talking about Whisper in the way he did talk about him. So I think these last 2 days have shown us so many things that I really didn't expect to see. And what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, pertaining to the Damian Lowe interview, he went on to state that, the door's open. Whenever Leon Bailey is ready to return, the team will have a discussion and they'll move forward. You know what I'm saying? He also stated that, as a country, it's nation versus nations. It's like a world war. You always want your best players when you're going up against countries. For me, should he play more for a role in trying to get back Leon Bailey into this team? I mean, not really, in the sense that he can do so much and no more. Leon Bailey is his own individual. He's his own man, and he stated that he's a friend of um Leon Bailey off the pitch. They have conversations, heart to heart conversations. And I mean, you probably can say, "Oh, Bailey, or fall back, we need it, whatever." But if Bailey say want to take a break, then fair enough. But then again, sometimes we question, is it really a break? Because on one hand, you see Kirk Butler making demands, and then on the next hand, he's stating that he's just giving advice. And then on the next hand, Leon Bailey is taking a break from the national team. So in all fairness, I don't think it's any. I don't think there's any space for Damion Lowe to get involved into getting back Leon Bailey into this national team. What I will say is that Leon Bailey, he has made some comments in the past that if I was a player in that dressing room, it would rub me wrong. Especially when him say, have him make people for the stadium. Really and truly, people never go stadium for Leon Bailey. People go stadium for the team. You get me? I say, and you do have players that play for the national team that do perform better than a Leon Bailey, right?
Yeah, I think that's true. But with football, there's so many parts. There's so many moving parts. So I don't think it's not a very easy issue to talk about once you're trying to look into the inner workings, because there must be, if people are saying that Craig Butler is a liar and have come to this consensus that they don't trust him, how are you going to trust the screenshots that he's posting now? How are you going to trust that he didn't have a conversation? You can see that there's a missed call. So he could have taken that call right after and said something completely different. I think he's a magician at trying to sway the public. Um so I don't really know how much you can look into it and how much you can trust, because obviously he's going to take his time to ensure that that video is going to put some blame on him and take the blame away from Bailey. But that's exactly what he wants. So I don't know how much I can trust any of the things that are going on right now, if that makes sense.
I mean, I get what you're saying, But before we move forward, BAM Sports, big up yourself. People head over to BAM Sports and just starting channel. Give him a subscribe. Blessings Press, big up yourself, BAM Sports. But yeah, for me, as I said, Damon Lowe, him just have a role in place. In all fairness, I think he covered the situation good. And we just have to move on from that, you know what I'm saying? But as I stated before, if I was a player in the dressing room with some of the comments that Leon Bailey that he has made in the past, I would be pretty upset with him, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And I think players should feel away with some of the comments that
But
Leon
we
Bailey.
also don't know what they've said, as because they could have a WhatsApp group and Leon could say, man, them, yo, just don't say nothing. Like if they say anything, just ease back and just they could have had a drink. Like there's so many possibilities that I'm not going to be the one to say, yo, based off Damion Lowe giving a sentence to Wayne Marshall, who is a part of the media. As much as I respect, Wayne Marshall, he's starting to get his foot into the Reggae Boys space, which he would be welcome to as a football fan. But yeah, it's too tricky to just take these screenshots and take exactly what Craig Butler wants you to think and think that that could be anywhere close to gospel.
Mm. I mean, we can head over to the screenshots, because Kirk Butler went on a rampage yesterday. Lengthy caption filled with grammatical errors, as well as misspelling of words, whatever the case is. The sentences are not being structured properly. And I'm in my comment section say, oh, when you talk English, patwa, like need no grammar, whatever the case is. I mean, okay, other than the caption, many Jamaicans will understand the caption, but in terms of the screenshot that he would have posted in that video, when you're talking to someone like Coach Jaime Algrimson, I think you should use proper English with grammars, etc., etc. This man come from Iceland. How is Jaime Algrimson going to understand anything that you're saying? And to be honest, I stated in my video that right now, the way Craig Butler takes Jaime Algrimson, the man go to things say, yo, yeah, tell him to put Bailey and Whisper in the team. You know what I say? Because how the man must understand that? This man come from Iceland. This man even know probably -1% of Patwa or +1% of Patwa. You get me? I say? So let's head over to Craig Butler and the rampage that he went on yesterday. So in an Instagram post yesterday, he posted a video with a caption, stating that he, not giving any advice. And if you want to put it up on screen, I can as well, Dylan. He stated that he's not going to give any advice to the JFF. He's not going to call out any form of conflict of interest or corruption, right? And he also stated that these words are not the words of Leon Bailey or Dujon Richards or any words of any respective Phoenix players. Went on to also state that the JFF, they're using the media to turn the Jamaican fans against his respective clients, which, his prominent clients are obviously Leon Bailey as well as Dujon Richards. Him have other respective players across Phoenix Academy. But they've not reached nowhere in them careers yet. So this is one of the screenshots that Craig Butler would have shared in that video. So he stated that, Coach, I haven't heard from Leon since. Leave off whisper, please. Chelsea is giving us a hard time. And let us wait on Leon answer. Add him as the 27th person, but it's importanto. So I guess he's speaking Italian in the last part. So Kirk Butler is stating that name Leon Bailey as the 27th person, but it's importanto. So he's saying it's important to name him as the 27th person. Now, obviously, this squad is a 26-man squad, right? Now, in this screenshot, I mean, I don't know if it's Coach Jaime Algrimson he's talking to, because it could be anyone, the name of the person is cropped out. And even if it did show the name of the person, it could be anyone, Anybody, you could have said, put up Coach Jaime Algrimson picture or whatever the case is. The person would have called him on a video call at 2:46. Now look like him, well, he never get through, missed the video call. Then he went on to ask, so we don't select Whisper, correct? He said, yes, don't, because Chelsea is threatening to pull his contract. Before we even get to the Whisper part and the contract, right? The squad is a 26-man squad. So what does Craig Butler mean in terms of naming Leon Bailey as the 27th player? You think you know what he means by that?
As I said, those are the inner workings that we can only speculate. Objectively, we can only speculate if there is provisions for a 27th player. I don't know enough to be able to comment on that. But as I'm saying, you cannot trust. If you couldn't trust what he was saying before, why are you going to trust what he's saying now? So I don't know. I think the whole thing of Whisper is, the contract is being pulled. That could be a tactic as well. And you don't know if Jaime Hardgrimson contacted somebody at Chelsea and asked them the situation of the player and said, yo, can I call him? And them say yes. You really don't know the inner workings of what's going on. So,
but how would it benefit Craig Butler to state that Chelsea, is threatening to pull his contract? How would that benefit him? Or
yeah, but how has any, skewing of the truth, how could any of that have benefited him before? Like, there's a reason that he has gotten Leon and Whisper to these positions, and it's not any new behaviors that he has. So I'm not somebody to doubt somebody that has put these two players in this position. Um, but yeah, I don't know how he thinks. Maybe you have a better understanding and maybe you have more potential, you know.
And honestly, I feel like you're defending him at this moment in time. It's almost like you're a bootlicker for Kirk Butler. I mean,
No,
I
no,
think
no,
you
no,
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 no.
no,
I think you
no,
should
no,
come
no.
out strong and you know, don't be on the fence about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Is either the man lie or the man is truthful. So I think you have to pick one moving forward. And I think this is one of the main problems I have with you compared to Dicanio. You always try to sit on the fence and defend people, whatever the case is. And I think it's unfair for a conversation.
Yeah, but I think also when you don't know enough information about a situation, then you shouldn't assume. So I think that, you can have that problem with me, but I'm not going to assume things based off somebody. I've literally said that I don't trust him. So if you're looking for concrete things, then I don't trust him. Do I think he could be right in the situation? We don't know, but I think all evidence has shown in the past that you should not trust anything that Butler has to say. Does he do things in the best interest of his players? Maybe. Could it be a call from somebody that say, "Yo, lay off, you need to post this"? No, maybe. But if it's one thing, we all know that JFF, Heimer Hagrimson, Phoenix Academy, the players are not all, going to the same beat of one drum. So I think that's where my position is. But if I'm going to get caught up in Craig Butler's whatever Craig Butler wants the public to see, then I don't trust the man.
Mm. Now let's talk about Dujan right before we even go further. 13 of pulling 13, Chelsea 13 to pull his contract, right? I just find that unbelievable that
Yeah.
Chelsea would threaten to pull his contract. Now I know that clubs are very protective over players that have a little injury or niggle, whatever the case is. They always try to protect their assets. Um, Whisper, he had a brilliant season at Chelsea last season. Kind of played half the season, but still had an outstanding season for the short period of time that he would have played for the under 21 team, right? But even if Whisper or Craig wanted him to play for the national team, why would Chelsea be so desperate and go as far ahead to threaten to pull his contract? I've literally never heard of something like that before. I know that he's not really a valuable asset of Chelsea's. And I think, well, to kind of rephrase that, I don't think we should look at the value in terms of how much he was purchased for, because in terms of your talent, you can be valuable in that sense. You can be a real prime asset for the upcoming years. And this is why players are wonder kids, are branded as wonder kids, are the next best thing. But to me, it's baffling that Chelsea would threaten to pull his contract. You think that's the next line from Craig Butler, our next tactic?
As I said, as I pointed out earlier, it's a tactic. It must be a tactic. I've never heard of a player signing a new contract and they're just going to pull the contract. That don't make no sense to me. Um, and yeah, I won't sit on the fence with that. I've not heard about that. It's one thing if you say Chelsea are going to loan him out, but if you're saying they're going to pull his contract to terminate Whisper's contract after he just signed it, that'd be crazy. He's not going to be in the first. I mean, Clearwater probably would do that because Chelsea is a party shop, probably just like JFF. But yeah, to me, it just reeks of tactic.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, to me as well, that is what it comes down to. And I mean, the whole Whisper situation, I feel like there are a lot of lies surrounding his availability in terms of whether he's injured or not. Because even Michael Ricketts came out recently on CVM television and he was stating that they have unconfirmed or unofficial reports that he's injured. So it's like at this moment in time, you don't know if Craig Butler is holding back Dujan from playing for the national team, or Whisper doesn't want to play for the national team. Because remember, Jaime Hagrimson, they call Whisper at one point, and Whisper tell the man, say, "My party if you go." So Whisper probably didn't even respect the national call up or the national team to that extent. Is it me I say? But to me, it's baffling that Chelsea would threaten to pull his contract, especially having seen that Whisper had such a wonderful season in half a season last season. You know what I'm saying? But bro, it's to the point where Craig Butler tells so much lies, and so if you might tell the truth, you don't know what to believe. The truth is a lie at this moment in time. You know what I say? So many things Craig Butler said that it can be truthful, but he has a track record filled with so many lies that the truth is hard to believe from this man, bad man. You get me? I say, and I think we're at the point in time where I think personally we should move on from Craig Butler and these some of these Phoenix players. Listen, if they want to play for the national team, fair enough. If the national team call them the respective Phoenix players and they want forward for the call up, then fine. You know, I see Craig Butler do a video with Knockins recently, and I don't know if it was a recent video or a long time video that's resurfacing from Knockins. But you know, Craig Butler basically I say, oh, he have all these players from Munnings, from Mona High School and Phoenix Academy that in the next 4 years or whatever they'll be in the national team. And truth and in fact, Dylan, that will not be the case. You see, because Phoenix players are not the bread and butter of Jamaican football. You know, they're not like superstars or wonder kids coming out of his academy. You have other players across the board that will be filling into this national team as we go along when other players are fading out. You get me? I say the Dante Peraltas of the world, whatever. Listen, them when they play high school football, D Cup or whatever the case is, or Manning Cup, I should say. You see me? I say they're not tried and tested in terms of playing at top level football in top level academies. You know, Craig Butler likes to parade that Phoenix is one of the best in the world. I remember Dicanio was on here recently talking about Phoenix is like, how Craig Butler did say Phoenix are like top 10 academy. And I was like, bro, are you mad? Top 10 academy where? Maybe top 10 academy in Jamaica or the Caribbean, but definitely not across the globe. You see what I say? And these are the things, you know, people say, oh, Craig Butler is a good salesman or whatever the case is. To an extent, he is, but he also places unrealistic expectations on some of his players. And if you look across the board, many Phoenix players, they've went overseas and they have failed. They have failed. And it's the truth. Even like we talk about how speed player them fail, well, Craig Butler have enough players who fail as well. You see me?
Well, I agree, but also, I mean, although he um although he talks a lot, I think the results show that in the last 2 years he would be the most successful academy. I don't know any other academy in Jamaica that has players in and around the Premier League. So I
So is
think,
it only successful to get players in the English Premier League?
well, it depends. It depends on what your criteria is. For me, I think the Premier League is considered the best league in the world. So getting two players into the Premier League from I don't know how many. It's very the percentage to get into the Premier League in England is like what 0.00 something. So you know, but I don't want to call him bootlicker or whatever. But yeah, I don't really business with Craig Butler like that. I just think he's trying to be entertaining. He's trying to sway the public. He's trying to keep Phoenix in the mouth of the public, make it live rent free on our channels and whatever. Um, and he's definitely succeeding at that.
I
I've
mean, I
been
don't I
waiting.
don't think he's succeeding because you know the Jamaican fans and the Jamaican public, even the average man when I watch football, they're turning against Craig Butler, and I think Craig Butler has been annoying in the Jamaican youth in not the youth space in the Jamaican football stratosphere since his relevance. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even recently, I don't remember which program he was on, but him say how him get JFF the program for like reach the 1998 World Cup, meaning I him give them like this computer program where would I like, bro, I don't know. But the man just lie, the man lie, the man lie, the man lie. You get me? I say, and it's annoying at this moment in time. I don't know how people defend the Craig Butler moving forward. You know, the
But this
fact of the
is
matter
not
is,
the thing, Presser, for me is that this is nothing new. He has never changed. It's not like recently he has become this person that decides when he's going to how he's going to tell the truth. It's nothing new. So when people are getting suppressed about this, I think the Jamaican public knew from a long time ago that this is the case. But when you compile the lies and then it's coming around to a competition time, then he kind of decides what he's going to do. I think people are just not as tolerant to the foolishness when the foolishness is happening. But I think the Jamaican public has seen this for the longest while. So,
yeah, Dylan, you can hear me?
yeah.
Just drop the link in the comment section for me. But we could take some more comments. People, once again, if you're just joining, please to smash that like button as it does help the video. So we have 86 of you guys. Just smash that like button. Also, if you're new, hit that red subscribe button and do us a massive favor to get the video out there. But Dylan, for me, me just tired of Craig Butler at this moment in time. You get me? I said like a month or a year, like a couple months ago when Leon Bill did that initial interview with Jeffrey, a lot of people did defend him. You get me? I say, but if you look on the man comment section and even over Craig Butler page, whenever I make a post, everybody has send them on them up under the mother. You see me I say? Everybody send them up under sun where the sun not shine. So even the average man when I watch football across Jamaica, them tired of Craig Butler and this Leon Bailey thing. And people always say, oh, it, give Leon Bailey a break, or him take a break from the national team. But bro, how can you want to be our best player? How can you deem yourself to be the best player, but you're taking a break from the national team? Like that not sit right with me. That not sit right with a lot of Jamaicans. You get me? I say it is just, to me, it wrong, brother, and it shows you don't have mental fortitude. You see me? You cannot be the best with an attitude like that, and it is over a suspension basically. You see me? I say it is the suspension drove Leon Bailey over the line to take the break from the national team, and as me said, them spin the narrative that me I take a break so you can't suspend me, which that can't work. Is the man say? You have any comments on that? People, the link is in the comment section, so it is on the screen. So just click the link and join
Yeah,
and
no,
share
what
thoughts.
about
Go have a caller?
all
Oh,
the first time viewers here? Please, 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 before caller give us your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button up, people. We're building a community here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you're feeling so generous on this lovely Thursday or Tuesday afternoon, I should say, send us a super chat. Caller, what's going on?
All right, blessings. Bless up yourself. Yo, press up. Bless up.
JT, oh, man, big up yourself. People who
Yeah,
have
man.
sports prophecy in the building, so I know if they're already hit that like button.
Yeah, man. Bless up on yourself. People who know if you do, a presser going to some football and he mate, he said, Dylan, bless up yourself. So people don't know if it clout up the like button them, you know if you do it. Yeah, with the whole Craig Butler thing, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do an entire show on this again either. So I was like, all right, you're here talking about it. Why not just jump on and just elaborate on it a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Where I think this whole thing he miscalculated, it backfired on him, from the entire process of. And I think people underestimate the power of social media. A lot of the backlash he got was through social media, and I think that even made him put out this statement trying to remove, like, create a third party, like an image of himself. So he's like, I'm the agent, but it's not me speaking right now, but it's me speaking now. So no, we have to follow all these different personas. No, bro, you just went into this whole thing and just who release messages from a head coach, like, of a national team, like, to the public? You don't do that. You don't hear about that stuff for other football federations, do you?
And who's to say it's even from Coach Henry Argrimson, Because with the screenshots being cropped out and whatever the case is, it's still not showing nothing yet. You know what I mean, the JT?
Yeah, it doesn't. And it was just, that's just, bro, he's just trying to go to the extent to let people know, like, yo, this is what, bro, we don't care if you speak to the coach. Is where we are in the situation. And this crap where they say Whisper Chelsea would pull Whisper's contract. I would like to know, how would they pull Whisper's contract?
Yeah, what would be the reason as to why they would pull his
Yeah,
contract?
yeah, that sounds strange to me, bro. That doesn't sound right to me. Why would they pull his contract? If it's a FIFA window, Jamaica just have to follow the proper protocols to get the player. So I don't know why there's a message like, yeah, Whisper's contract would, I don't know.
And I mean, how does it even relate to like Whisper having an injury? Because if you tell the federation say the man
Right?
injured or whatever the case is, right? Them say, all right, then me not go select him because he's injured. Make no sense to select him if he got declined because he has an injury. You see me? So what's the relevance of the text that Chelsea they're threatening to pull his contract? And I mean, I just don't understand from Craig Butler in terms of these series of screenshots.
Yeah. They're actually, I think they're more, they do like less good than bad in this case, to be honest.
Mm. Are more bad
Because
than good.
I don't know. I didn't want to go the black and white route on it. Just extreme. I think there's a middle ground there though, because he did dig off some points where some of the things that he kind of requested or demand, most of the public would agree that those things should be by default operational in a FA. our
Mm.
football organization.
But then
The
again,
thing,
JT, who is Craig Butler to be giving advice to the Jamaica Football Federation? You know, me not say him can't give advice, no, but really and truly, who is Craig Butler to be giving advice to the Jamaica Football Federation in terms of professionalism as well as global standards, etc.,
all
etc.
right,
When
all right. You see, like let's say horse racing, and you want to buy some kind of stallion or thoroughbred, or you go a Qatar or one of them places there, and you have the experience of going to those countries, looking at different horses, different stables, different trainers, picking up things that they teach. And then when you go back to Jamaica, you do that with some of your players, and you got your horses in some of the biggest races. He got his players in some of the biggest leagues. So that gives him some level of credibility because it's right there in front of us. It's on our TV screen.
and that's what he's using against the JFF. Would you say?
Yeah, man. Like Pressa, these things, like I say on YouTube, like 3 years ago, like every chance he gets, he's just gonna stick them up. He's just gonna use it as a bargaining chip.
So where are you at this moment in time? You want to move on from Craig Butler and Leon Bailey and the respective Phoenix players, or you still have a door open for them?
You see, and that's you see. All right, the emotional way of how I'm thinking, no, would say, yo, load the whole of them and make them stay. But there are some youths where go get in the crossfire there. But I think how the Jamaica Football Federation is going about it, in somewhat they're right. If Craig Butler is using these young players as pawns, then they are contacting their parents, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
what the JFF is doing now, contacting the parents directly. That's why you hear Mr. Butler saying that the JFF is they're contacting some of his boys, and that's why the JFF has this unattached. That's also another thing. So they're contacting those because they know with Mr. Butler it's gonna be a stick up move every time. But some of his players has been they have been around for a minute and been in some of the camp. Michael Forbes. I don't know if you guys heard about the player. That's
Yeah,
a player that was at Cavaliers.
the whole contract situation or signing of contract.
Yes, he's. I don't even think he's officially a Phoenix player yet. And Mr. Butler is already using him as a bargaining chip, saying
Because
he's
he
not.
even, he even mentioned him recently on Sportsmax, which had nothing to do with the conversation or the question, you know?
Yeah, these things are out there, and no matter what they want to say, people, the new media is driving a lot of the discussion. Sometimes I seriously hear Sportsmax them talk about things or say things in way or quote things in a way where I know they heard it from us on YouTube. I swear down. Sometimes because when they will say, yeah, but haven't we heard people asking you about there's nowhere else. It's not like they're on corners in the streets in Jamaica tracking which conversation people are having, right? So it
Yeah.
must be on YouTube. That's
No,
where the
definitely,
discussion.
because even in the interview with Craig, Lance did say, like, him did I listen to a talk show where, like, and to me, they just come across as different respective YouTubers within the space. If not the YouTuber, then I probably World Tracy. You get me? I say? Because
Yeah,
him
yeah,
kind of have
yeah.
been calling more while, you know what I mean? So they're definitely listening to the new media in terms of what fans are saying, etc., etc. And as I say, a place like Sportsmax, they're not going in at the streets to ask people the questions or they're on a corner, have a conversation surrounding the whole Leon Bailey and the Craig
Yeah.
Butler situation. Is me I say? But more ask you this one thing, right? Damion Lowe came out recently in Meeting the Mitchells on an interview with Wayne Marshall, and he was asked the questions surrounding Leon Bailey. As a leader, as the captain of the team at this moment in time, does he have a role to play in terms of mending the
I heard it.
relationship?
I heard it. I
What,
heard
what,
it.
what do
And
you think? You
I
think he
think
must play a
he.
better role in terms of trying to get
No,
back
I
Leon
think
side?
he. I think Damian Lowe couldn't coin that any better. That was well delivered. Like it was borderline. You're grown to do what you do, but the respect is here as well as you know what I mean. Respect is here as friends, but we have a mission here. I want to go to a World Cup. So Damian Lowe is saying like we're good, but he's not gonna let that slow him down. What his mission is on, and that's how everybody should feel about this. Some people, remember, Leon Bailey come off of the bus. So the bus a drive off. So him, like him and say him can get a ride and catch up at the bus up. So that really are going right now. So the bus are going with a drive, and maybe more cut to shortcut, or somebody just drop him off in a big Benz or something. You see me? And he catch back the bus, but the bus still a drive. The Jota bus still a drive, and that's Copa America, bro. This weekend, it feels a bit unreal, actually, right?
That we're gonna play in the Copa America.
Yeah, it feels a bit unreal. Feels a bit unreal
I
to
mean, if you
be.
look at the Euros, I feel like we're not really hyped about playing in the Copa America for some reason. I don't know if it's like the distraction with Bailey and Craig Butler or whatever the case is, but there's no real massive build up to us playing Mexico this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really feel the build up or the vibe in terms of what us as fans should have. Dylan, what do you think about that?
No, I think it's an overall sports problem. I think I didn't even know that the Racers Grand Prix was going on, and I'm usually at every single track and field event when I'm here. Um, I think the only game that they really tried to hype up was that World Cup qualifiers against Domrep, but it feels so poor in how we're advertising things these days. Um, yeah, I think it's a more nationwide problem. Um, but yeah, it's so awkward being a Jamaican and not feeling like every single sport matters. And then being in the Copa America, I remember when we were in the Gold Cup and the hype that was surrounded. But I can't believe that Copa America is kicking off on the weekend. It doesn't. I agree. It doesn't feel real at all.
Yo, I have a question. JT, Flavor Max only follow you up on this platform when you do it for your Flavor Max. When you click the link in the comment section and join the panel in the Flavor Max.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot to say over sports prophecy. I'm finally catch you over your Flavor Max. So we can
Yeah.
go at
All
it
right.
again.
Yeah. All right. So what we they know? So what's the next thing we are talking about? So yeah, let me just finalize that. Because me did I watch a game, it was one of the best games being played right now in the Euro, bro.
The
Um,
Portugal
yeah,
game.
yes, I have that on one screen. So I just wanted to come on and chop that up with you. So I will keep listening. All right.
Yeah, man, bless up.
All right.
Very good.
Bless you.
But then just drop the link in the comment section for me again. Try get on Flavor Max TV because you want to follow sports prophecy when sports prophecy they over here, no man. But in terms of the whole situation, Dylan, I just feel like the JFF, I think they're doing a good job at this moment in time, and I feel like the team is in a good space in terms of like we got results without Leon Bailey, right?
Right.
Obviously, I think the performance from the team it can improve, and I think it will improve as well. The time when we never have Leon Bailey back in the Nations League, I mean yes, we did missing him, or we missed him, as well as like the demo against like a United States, etc., etc. However, we did recover. Beat Panama. The two World Cup qualifying games. Yes, performance never all that as well in the first game and the second game, but we still got two good results. We got the important 6 points that is needed in terms of helping us to gain qualification for the upcoming World Cup in 2026. And I think if you look at Leon Bailey's performances over the years for Jamaica, I mean, he nearly performed for the country. So I don't think the only thing we're missing is the name. But in terms of performances, I don't think we're missing performances from Leon Bailey or the quality that he possesses. You get me? I say, um, so that's just my opinion surrounding the situation, and I think the team is moving in good light as well. None of the players really are back Leon Bailey in terms of way, I say. And even if them share the same notion as him, I think they're all fighting for a common cause in terms of wanting to do good in the Copa America, wanting to do good in the World Cup qualifying rounds, as well as the upcoming Nations League. And if you get into this double of fighting with the JFF, etc., that will just distract you from the goal that is being set by Coach Amir Agum, as well as the expectation of fans, because we have our expectancy in terms of the team performing good and the team, reaching to the World Cup. Last time we were ever in the World Cup was 1998, the only
That's
time as
it.
well. You see me? But if we just stop quick second, people, do us a massive favor, just go ahead and smash that like button. Also, the link is in the comment section. I don't think Flavor Max will call in because Flavor Max to me, not really. I don't think Flavor Max is man enough to call in on this program, honestly. I think Flavor
Oh,
Max parades around on different platforms and he calls me out. But as I said, Flavor Max, if you're man enough, just take the step forward and click the link and join the panel so we can go at it. You get me? I say, Owen, big up yourself. Himself, bless up youths, James Bond, say who that attack. Person man, everyday living, big up yourself as well. Butler not going to stop until Copa is over. At this moment in time, I really expect no more drama from Craig Butler. I think him kind of done put out everything already. So we don't expect him to bring out no more screenshots or whatever the case.
No,
And I
no,
know
no, 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 no. Person, no, not at all. Just wait until the second game is coming around. Just wait. We're going to hear something again. We must hear something. Because like how it's going around in the media, that Leon Bailey is going to go to the party and then forward to Copa America. Just wait until then.
so you feel like there's something else in this.
Yes, he's going to drop something else. He's going to have another statement. Bro, this guy don't sleep, bro. Him don't sleep.
Yeah, but based off of the post we make yesterday, I feel like same done now still. Cause what more can he prove or what more can he try to, you know, persuade the public perception, like push them into that direction that he's not the bad guy. I mean the man
No, but
done with ammunition at this
I
moment
don't
in
think
time.
he cares not to be the bad guy. I think that's the thing that's the common issue. I think he wants to be the bad guy. I think he just wants to take the blame off of Leon and Whisper and take the light off of sorry. But take the light off of Phoenix.
I mean that's what he tried to do yesterday in terms of the lengthy caption on his Instagram post. You know, but I
Yeah,
just feel
so
like
somebody has to be the bad guy.
as he goes along, I feel like he shoots himself in the leg. You know, even with the Leon Bailey screenshot where the man say, leave off Leon Bailey, but then he's saying put him on the 27th, like put him as the 27th person. You know, what does that mean as put Leon Bailey as the 27th person? Then I'm going to state that, you know, Chelsea, they're threatening to pull Dejan's contract. Why would Chelsea threaten to pull his contract, and how does that relate to the national team?
So
You see what I'm
exactly
saying?
as I'm saying, there's more information there, and I'm sure he will provide. Bro, as I said to Dicanio very recently, I think yesterday, I was like, one thing with Reggae Boys is that the mix-up will just find you. It doesn't stop. Them bros, as long as there are games to be played, as long as people are still in their jobs, even if people get out of their jobs, there's going to be information there. So I wouldn't even be too concerned about that. Just wait. It could literally be
Michael
tomorrow.
Stewart said Michael Stewart said Leon is not a good person. Everyday living say he said he was finished yesterday, but he's still going at it today. I think he need make a new post today, you know. He need make a new post there. But one thing I have to say about this whole situation, right? With the whole Leon and Whisper thing and whatever the case is, right? Listen, the public at this moment in time, they're turning against these players, especially Whisper. We see it with Whisper as well. You know, because you can go party recently and whatever, and people are saying, oh, him uncle look fine or whatever the case is, you know. So even if he's really and truly injured, the fact of the matter is, Dylan, you can be injured and you can go party and you can move around. You get me? I say, Mr. Pogba them do it, Mr. Other players do it as well. So it's not something impossible. There can actually be an injury pertaining to Whisper, and you know, nothing wrong if you go a little party and move up and down, you know. And I like saying, I jump off the rooftop or whatever the case is, as some other Jamaicans would do. But we have somebody on the line, so we could get them on. O'Neal, big up yourself.
Yes, G,
Wagwan.
big up yourself, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
having yeah, go ahead.
right now, Bailey, Butler, and even Whisper, right now to me, them is like the three blind mice. We don't even have time for them, you know. You attack specifically. Me just start listen still, but me I say you attack specifically on this issue or you attack on Jamaican football. Because when you want to talk about our kind of formation we're going to play against Mexico, you know. And these are the things we're supposed to discuss right now, you know. What kind of formation we're going to play, the possible starting 11 and all of them things there, you know. Them things they will fair discuss, you know. Because right now, them the man they out of the program, you know. Them left the program, you know. They're not with the program
But you
anymore,
don't
you know.
think them cause a
Them have figure it.
distraction? You don't think them cause a distraction leading up to the game?
But we are make them we are fulfill them objective. We are fulfill them objective. Obviously that the match you see me? So and we know well, we understand every man do them thing, but it's like it just permeate the whole social media space where it's like that's the only thing that exists around the team. Look, Belgium, I think have some some things are going with for them federation and players and so on too, you know. And you see what happened? The biggest upset in a Euro history when Belgium play.
No, it can't be the
Slovakia.
biggest in history. I think it was expected. I don't think anybody expects anything from Belgium again.
No, man, remember, so Belgium ranked third and their team will beat them ranked 48. So in terms of that, are the biggest
As
upset
in terms of ranking, okay.
in terms of ranking. You see what I say?
Yeah.
And Belgium have some bad luck with Lukaku, 2 goal. You know, well, they never give the 2 goal, but I saw it go. So right now, me just hope say boy, that doesn't affect the team. The Jamaican team with all of the things surrounding the Bailey story and the team. You know what I mean? Virgin them man, listen, they're not with the program. They're off the grid. You understand? They're not with the program anymore. Let's move on, talk about the program.
Yeah, man.
You know,
The program going to talk about on Friday still, because our regular scheduled show is on Friday. So we just did a pop-up live to react to what was happening and to react to the video that was made.
oh, so this live is specifically to talk about the Butler and Leon Bailey issue. Then that's why I asked.
Yeah, man, and the Damion Lowe
But,
situation.
okay. Well, make we adjust it then. Although I feel like it just take up too much time. You see, Butler realize it's come back to bite him in the rear. No, you understand? You understand? So now him in damage control phase. You understand? After him, he was in the destructive phase when the team put out. So now him in damage control. And the more him tries to do damage control is the deeper it dig him in a, you know, him dig himself deeper in the hole.
So then what do you think is the best thing to do for him at this point?
For him?
Yeah.
Well, the best thing to do was not put himself and his players in that situation. That would have been the best thing to do. But now that he has, keep your mouth shut and leave the program alone, make them do what they do. You take your position, hold your position, and make the program move ahead. All right? You have put yourself in that position right now. So you just have to, back your talk, brother. Because there's
what I want to understand is that I figure that you have some years on me still. So is this something that Craig Butler has always done? I'm just trying to is this the first
the man is a rolling calf. Everywhere him going cause problem. Yeah, the man coming like a rolling calf, brother. Everywhere him going cause problem. And not only that, if you notice, he doesn't only cause problem in the football, but he cause problem all in our people family too. You know that? You see me? Because he's what you call a totalitarian. You understand? Right. If it not happen the way how everything not go his way, then it's either you rule or ruin. You understand?
Right.
So if him can't get for rule the way him want, then him ruin everything. Rule or ruin. It's a totalitarian scorch earth policy. Him have. You understand? Either you get it your way or you destroy everything. And he has to recognize that the program is bigger than Bailey, bigger than him. You understand?
What you used to talk about before Bailey get big?
Go ahead.
Because you don't have nothing to talk about before Bailey get big.
Well, before Bailey, there's a lot of things I could tell you before Bailey was Bailey and before Butler was Butler.
And that is what we're trying to find out.
I mean, I don't think Butler did have the leverage in terms of him have no for talk about. And I don't think he has any leverage over the JFF, but he never have that track record as Wayne have known in terms of having a whisper in Chelsea and having a Bailey in the Premier League.
You see, Butler is more. He's an agent and a publicist. You understand? And Butler feel like once you're talking about his player, then no press is bad press. You ever hear that yet?
That is what I think. Yeah, man, you're talking now.
You understand? And so once you talk about him player, him feel like him a doing job. And he has gotten two of his players in good league. And all right, you know what I mean? But if a blind man throw a stone at a target, maybe once or twice out of a million him a go lick it. You know what I mean? It it doesn't say. He seems to think that he has a tried, tested, and proven, and he has the blueprint to making developing players. There's no one way. If him have any sense at all, him will know that there is no one blueprint to follow for a particular player because everybody different, every situation is different, and you know there's different ways of achieving the same objective. You know,
Right.
so film scorch earth policy, me think is to mash up the program because obviously it seems like him want to control it,
Right.
and control it in a way where he can dictate what happens. Even and him want leverage in players them because they have achieved some level of success to do that. So he might leverage whatever influence him have by him players them to achieve that. You know, but he might go about it the wrong way. And I think I don't know the man, but based on what I see, it looks like Al Grimson is an honorable man. And I think Al Grimson realized that he's not dealing with honorable people. You know? and that's just the fact of it. Sad to say, but that's the reality. And so Al Grimson is expecting that his yea is yea and his nay is nay. And but that's how you go. Not with that man. Him is pathologically mendacious. You understand?
Boy, call have some.
It seems like that's how him operate. And there's nothing you can do about that. He is who he is. You just have to deal with him accordingly. But Grimmy now, who is seems to be an honorable person, I take him to what it's worth. But and Grimmy it come back to bite him. But he might realize who he might deal with now. So going forward, I don't think Mr. Algrims is going to get captured with that again. And
Yeah, I think Algrim have to adjust to the federation and the people he's dealing with outside and inside as well.
but in this case, it's not so much the federation.
Well, true.
It is specifically Butler and Daly.
Yeah.
This is not the federation. No, I was an ardent supporter of Bailey and Butler in certain things, you know. But I realize now that his objective is not to find a resolution; it is to cause problem. So even if the resolution is right in front of him, he don't want it. You understand? He wants to cause problem. That's his objective. As I say, a scar church policy, so that you know him can promote himself and his players.
Carla boy is spot on. I agree with everything you said.
Yeah, man, that is the long and short of it. But I just want to talk about the football because he's a fan of football, not really angry. And
You have to forward back on Friday. We'll talk
yeah,
about
man, football me love, not them brother.
Trust
Anyway.
me, we love football too, but we have to cover everything.
Yeah, okay, and that's where I'm at. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, man, bless up. Owen said, join for the Oxford Dictionary. You know, whenever I use certain words, people bash me and say, yo, must act like me too smart or whatever the case is.
No, man, O'Neal just smart, man. Mr. O'Neal smart.
People, once again, hit that like button, share, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section again.
And people get the stream to 50 likes, people. There are 176 of you across 2 channels. Please, people. That's the least we can.
Boy, and we have something to celebrate. Oh, people, we're doing a giveaway this Friday as well. So you guys.
Oh my word, John swear, thanks. Big up people for 2,000 subscribers. It is such a big deal. We've been working hard to get here. Yeah, it's been a journey, but I have to thank you for subscribing, being here, being loyal, and yeah, onto 2.5, 2.5, and then 3K.
Yeah. But people, once again, the link is in the comment section. We don't say enough one want to share the thoughts. So click the link and join and have your say. But we did basically cover the whole screenshot situation. Where Craig Butler posted on his Instagram stating that Chelsea they're threatening to take away or cancel the contract of Dujan Whisper Richards. Also in the screenshot him say, which me really understand. Him say Hargreaves must select Bailey as the 27th player. It's a 26-man squad, so. Me tell people say, Kirk Butler talks about and takes about that maybe arguments even lost in translation that the man thinks that 27 mean 26 or you never know. The man probably thinks, all right, they might go select him because how arguments are going to read them text, they real and truly. As a man from Iceland, how is arguments going to understand those text messages from Craig Butler? And as me always say, people, Craig Butler like to talk about adopting global standards in terms of communicating with players, etc. And me tell Craig Butler, say, Craig, you need to adapt grammar, etc. when communicating with the national coach, as well as your thousands of followers on Instagram. You see me I say? Because that caption what Craig Butler would have put on him Instagram page yesterday in that post. Bro, even the average Jamaican mobile can understand that. The only man we can understand with that but Ellie Lewis. I mean, no, say Craig Butler is not Ellie Lewis. I say. No, big man thing. Only Jamaicans can understand Ellie Lewis. You get me? I say, well, say, we
First up,
can
before
talk.
you move on, this comment. Hal Grimson is not honorable. He's in the same class as Butler and is attracted to him. He lies like him, and his actions don't match his words, just like Butler. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't understand. I don't know what. I just love if you're calling to talk about this because I don't want to misinterpret your message. But I don't know what Hal Grimson has done that is not honorable since he has been in the job. I think he's just trying to deal with a country that does not have football heritage. We just watch football, but we do not have football heritage. So yeah, I think that's a step too far. I think that's a little rush. But if you want to join the stream, the link is in the description or is in the comments. So yeah.
The only thing me say about Jaime Hargrimson where me wrong him is that him say in a CVM interview when they were releasing the squad that Liam Bailey will be joining for the second and the third game. I'm say from the get go, bad man is either Liam Bailey go choosing party over the team and left it at that. But there's no way you can say, oh, okay, go your party. You already committed to that, so go your party and then you can join the squad. I do not respect that. And I've always stated from the get go, that is how you lose a dressing room because how other players in the dressing room must feel when a player go to party first, but not be available for the first game. Hargrimson, him wrong in that sense. I'm surprised him not get more beaten feet as well. Because no other respectable manager, or top class manager, would have ever done something like that. You see me? Because that is disrespecting the team as a player. You are disrespecting the team. You're disrespecting the fans as well. As a professional player, you have a party before the first game, and you opt to go to party instead of the first game, but you want to join for the second and the third game. That's if him did actually move forward and play for the country. You see me I say? But it's just still unbelievable. It's still unbelievable to me, Dylan, that Bailey is taking a break from the national team over what Disney. Disney will always be there as well the man say on Sports Max. You get me I say? And he could have even still forward and play the Copa America in terms of him could have still take him son go Disney and he could have still forward and play the Copa America. You get me I say? But Craig Butler, one made him move from making demands to having these conditions must be met for Bailey's return to all of us said, oh, I'm just giving advice. Bro, we don't want your advice, Craig Butler. You are nobody in the Jamaican landscape in terms of football and administration. Like me get say you have one and two player where one got Chelsea, one got Aston Villa. But still, brother, you have other players who have been playing at the English Premier League before. Bailey, he was not the first. You see me I say? Whisper, I know the first to make it overseas. And to me, England is not the be all and end all of football. You have many other respectable leagues. You have Cephas down at the Turkish league. You have other players as well. You have Boza, where recently then at the French league. He was in the Russian league as well, which these leagues are respectable leagues. Yes, it's not the English Premier League, but still, everybody want to get to the English Premier League, but it's not the be all and end all. Not everybody has the talent to reach to that level, but them have enough talent to go to other respectable leagues. Is that what I say? Take some more comments. Smurf, big up yourself as well. And Dylan, just drop the link in the comment section, get some more people on. Mandem Soostar use Craig Butler picture as Duns memes. Corey Scarnip says, stay at your yard with your rum cup. I would that. Football group. It isn't about being from Iceland. It is about being professional. Anywhere you go, you you are careful not to mix up with everybody. Hallgrimson knew it. He said it in the first month in Jamaica. Well, this is a learning lesson for Coach Jaime Hallgrimson in terms of how he must go deal with people like Craig Butler moving forward. And as the previous caller said, this problem did not stem from the Jamaica Football Federation, really and truly. Because why would Hallgrimson come out and say, oh, Bailey, I will join the squad? The man must get something from the man or from somebody that has that authority to tell him that. Is it me I say? So like I said, the JFF just go get up and pick up Leon Bailey and put him on the team sheet and or the selection and say, oh, we are select you. The man them had guarantees. And remember, Hallgrimson, well, Dennis Strong said, he asked Hallgrimson, you want back Leon Bailey on the team? And Hallgrimson said yes, because he can add something to the team. People, the link is in the comment section. Join and have your say. We need like 2 more callers. MC now. Well say we can talk about Copa Jamaica starting 11 and formation. Dylan already stated that we
Yeah, people
will
for
be doing
the
that this Friday.
and Presser, let me say for the fifth and final time, we're talking about the game on Friday. You have come to our YouTube channel to listen to what we have to say. We told you that we're going to do it. People trust us now. We just go and talk about it because you guys clearly want to talk about it. So there are 175 of you. And if we're talking about the game from today, there'd probably be 30 of you here. So as I said, Presser, just move on.
Yeah, one thing more just as well. I think people we did that on Ryan's show today. Well, I wasn't on the show, I was listening to Ryan's show, and me hear people are brand the show as mix up and whatever the case is. And personally, I don't like that. I get myself because I don't feel like Jamaicans are going around branding Talk Sports and Sky Sports as mix up pages, I've always stated that football is not only something that is being played on the pitch. If you look at football now, football is more even to do with the financial side than even what is being played on the pitch some of the times. I get me, I say, it's not about who have the biggest money, whatever the case is, who can invest the most, who can build the biggest stadium, who can generate the most revenue. So, football, it is spoken about in many different ways. So, I don't like the word mix up in terms of calling other people shows mix up and whatever the case is. So, I feel like we need to move on from that. Football is not
And
only
it's a
what
lot
is on
about
the pitch.
mentality. It's a lot about mentality, right? If people understood football culture, which I won't stop talking about, football culture is something that is happening outside of the pitch. All of you guys are here talking about this, but when you're in the national stadium, you can't even cheer. So I don't have nothing to say still. But Tamar's Kitchen, big up.
Yeah, come on, Kitchen, you can hear us?
Hello?
Ishmael King, big up yourself. You live and you learn. It's not just understanding a culture, it's also understanding people.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is true. Come on,
Yeah,
Kitchen, you have here?
that's a bless up. Yeah, hear me?
Big up yourself.
Yeah,
You can
man.
hear that.
Bless
Big
up,
up
bless
yourself.
Yeah, man. May I have a quick one, right?
Yeah.
up.
The Copa. When was Leon Bailey's last game? It was against
Canada.
Canada, right?
Yeah, in the second
That
half.
was in somewhere about March.
No, man.
No,
Last year.
when was it? All right,
Last year when
last year.
November. November we
So,
played Canada last year.
so my thing is this. Then they said that he was not going to play for the team, right?
Yeah.
He came out saying that he wanted a break. No, gentlemen, you and I know that there's a preliminary squad list that we had to submit. Every federation had to submit to COPA. And that deadline was the 15th of May, the preliminaries, where you give what, maximum 50 players, now 50 members on team, including players and coaching staff. No, the only way according to, and I'm going by not my words now, I'm going according to FIFA and their regulate, not FIFA, CONMEBOL and their regulation regards to COPA. The only way a player can represent or be named in that 26-man squad if they were in that preliminary squad. So my question is this. Leon says he's not going to play. He doesn't know when he's coming back. Why did we put him in the preliminary squad? That's the first question. Because he says he's not interested. No, we waited until the last day, last hour, and then we decided to put him in our whatever dialogue they had. So if the man says not playing or is not interested, why did we
go ahead and put him in the pre-level squad. It's a wasted space. So at the end of the minute, I will send the regulation to you, Pressar Dylan, and let you see exactly what I'm talking about. So the only way they say you can replace a player unless he was within that preliminary squad, and if you made the request before the final squad was handed. So my big question is this: if he says he's not going to play all the way from November, I wanted a break. Just before the US match, he did an interview saying he wanted a break. Why did we then put him in the player squad and then cause problem on ourselves again to make him be available? I don't see the need for that.
Watching on the call, remember, leading up to the preliminary squad that JFF would have had to send in to Cannibal, right? Remember, Craig Butler, before that, stated that if conditions are met, then Leon Bailey will return to the national team. That was published by, I think, the Jamaica Gleaner or Observer. So I guess they were banking on that in the sense that if we work out something, right? I don't know what the compromise would have been, but say them work out something, right? Then would have bank on that to say, all right, we can get back Leon Bailey. So better if you select him in the preliminary squad than not have him. You get what I'm saying? Because if you negotiate something and it work out, then you have him back in the squad. So I think they were banking on that. So I don't think the preliminary squad. What I think went wrong is I don't know what happened between Dennis Strong and Craig Butler as well as Coach Jaime Hallgrimsson, because Hallgrimsson, I mean, I think the man have fought on national television to tell people say be available for the second and the third game. I don't think he would lie about that. So the man definitely gets something from somewhere.
I agree with you. I don't think he's lying. I theorize that the conversation that he had with Butler, he was that Leon should be selected in the squad. But I feel that there was a breakdown between Butler and he had that meeting with the Secretary General. That information was not conveyed to Al Grimson. So Al Grimson, on the thought and the premise that everything was okay to include Leon in the squad. So I think there was a breakdown in communication between Craig and JFF or the Secretary General. Because there's no way if communication was sent back to Al Grimson, they would have made the man make a pub. I agree with you, dear man, on that. So I think that there was a breakdown communication between Craig and JFF or between him and that Secretary General who spoke. No, my thing is this. It's the second time they have made the coach look like an idiot. At the first press conference, when he had to speak on the elephant in the room, and the second time, after being live on public announcement of a player in the squad, then minutes after, had to retract that. So they set up the man, I don't know who did, but it's quite obvious that they're taking the man for a mockery. And my final point is this. Butler had said
taking him for a mockery. Craig Butler or the JFF?
I think JFF was wanted to prove something that Leon Bailey is not coming to the program, and as such, they failed to communicate with Al Grimson. Because I'm going to be honest with you, Al Grimson came out and said that he wants the best players in his squad, and he said that he agreed with Leon to most of the things that he mentioned. I feel that he bid for Leon to play in the squad, but some members on the JFF were not in agreement. So they said, okay, get what you want, or you show what you want. Then he had dialogue with Craig, because he wants Leon in the team. From that side, Craig agreed that Leon would be in the team. That's why Al Grimson, these offers that Craig put forward, or we could not meet them, and as such, this fell through. So Al Grimson was not in the known up to the last hour. And that is where I look at it. And my second point is this, Presser and Dylan. Remember, Craig came out saying, when Leon came on Jay Frey's program, that from now on, Leon they have to speak to him, Craig Butler, not to Leon. If you remember that when he came. No, why is it that he's going to make the statement that, yes, Leon will play only if he agrees to play. So it means that you'd have communicated with Leon before you're coming to with your client before. And then you say, look, I'm going to have a meet with the JFF or whosoever, and the discussion will be XYZ, right? On these terms, if so and so work out, will you be happy to play? You do that, and you go to the man and tell him, look, Leon says he's not going to play, fine.
So you
So
think,
why is it that he's coming back trying to defend the whole thing, Bo? Yes, if only if Leon agrees. When you came out publicly saying that, from now on, Leon will not speak, you will speak. So you're telling me that yours is representative, but yes, still you have to go back to him to ask. You should have discussed that before. So I have
right?
a big problem there. And my point
But
is
then
this.
again,
I
Craig
think
Butler
Craig
contradict
Butler
himself
is
because
holding. You hear me? You hear
I
me?
think him contradict himself, because up to
Are you hearing
recently
me
him
still?
say, yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you,
we
can
can
hear
hear
me?
you.
I'm not sure if the
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, before you go,
gentlemen
Presser,
are
it
here.
Carla, I mean, Kamara's Kitchen, I've had you on a couple times, but this one I couldn't come. Oh, he left. He
Let
left.
me say this, Dylan, right?
I don't
You
really
make a
understand
good
what
point
he was. Did you understand what he was trying to say?
to an extent. But what I try to say is Craig Butler up to recently stated that Leon Bailey wasn't available like a week or so ago. You get me? So like him say Leon Bailey make it clear that I'm not available to play in Copa America because I'm gonna spend time with my family, whatever the case is. And to me, if that is the message being relayed by Leon Bailey, the player, right? Brother, if no man call me for no meeting, I tell the man them say, all right, what do you want to talk about? If man them say getting back Leon Bailey, I say, yo, the man say him not available. You leave it at that, brother. There's no room for negotiations. Because if Craig Butler go on Sportsmax and say Leon Bailey do not care about these conditions, the only condition Bailey would have probably care about are the room thing, the playing thing, and the security issue, right? But the rest of it him not really care about. So if Leon doesn't care about that, bro, why are you negotiating with Dennis Strong? Why are you giving advice to Dennis Strong? He moved from demands to no advice. You get me? I say, just simply tell the man himself Leon Bailey not available. Him said that a week ago. It might not change because if his mind had changed, he would have communicated that with you leading up to the meeting. And as the agent, you need to call the client and say, yo, so I'm going to negotiations with the Jamaica Football Federation. Are you available once again? You see me? But the negotiation thing, the when they say in the article with Jamaica Observer did publish, if these conditions are met, to me, if somebody's relying to me or stating to me that conditions have to be met, basically it's a demand to an extent. Because if I want a certain outcome, then I have to meet your conditions. There's no other way around it. You get me? I say,
I think one of the big problems is that we're only getting information from one place. Um, I think Halgrimson, you're barely getting any information to compare. So I think that's one of the main issues that I see with this whole Craig Butler situation. Because at the end of the day, he's the only one talking. We would love JFF to come out and um, give a
listen to them. I
statement.
say them never understand the color just now. It's like the
Sorry?
color lose them. So what is the color doing? Defending Kirk Butler?
No, I don't understand what the caller was, what Kaman's Kitchen was saying at all. So yeah, I can't. I don't know if he was defending or attacking or calling Butler. Yeah, I just don't know.
Smurf said Butler needs for go down. Dylan, drop the link in the comment section again. How much more time you have left on your hands? Um,
Um.
Caller, don't let Craig trick you.
All right, he's back. Kaman's Kitchen is back. Kaman's Kitchen. Before you go ahead, you can say in very concrete terms what you're trying to say, because I was trying to follow what you were saying, but it was a little bit too smart
Oh,
for me.
And before we even do that, right, people, one
all
second,
right.
just a
So,
massive
all right.
favor.
Let me just break it down
Kaman's
first,
Kitchen.
and let me
One
go
second.
simple. So, you hear me clearly?
Wait, 1 second.
Oh,
1 second.
Yeah,
sorry.
people, just go ahead and stop what you're doing. Smash that like button. One of the most important things. Just do us a massive favor on this Tuesday, people. Just give us that like, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel. And Gunnaz channel, they just hit 2,000 subscribers, so big up to that. Come on, kitchen, you can take the floor now.
Yeah, all right. So let me just break it down to the viewers. So I was actually saying, Craig
Mm-hmm.
Butler said that he met with the coach. The coach said that he met with Craig Butler, right?
Yeah.
And they spoke about Leon joining the team.
Okay,
No,
yes.
I'm saying whatever information that Craig Butler would have given the coach would have been something positive for Leon Bailey to be enlisted in the final squad. The
Okay.
coach would not have gone. would not have gone ahead and list Leon Bailey without getting some confirmation from Craig.
Mm.
If he had gone and done that, it means it could be possible be tarnishing Leon's character because he did not get any information too. Well, that's not the case. He must have been duly informed by Craig to put Leon on the final step. What the point I'm making is that Craig says that he spoke with Dennis Strong through a mutual friend, which was Chris Williams, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
No,
sure.
and he had 5 things mentioned. I'm simply saying to you, whatever discussion they had, that is Craig and Chum, Al Grimsey is totally unaware of that situation. So there was a breakdown between Dennis Strong and Craig that Al Grimsey did not know about. So Al Grimsey went ahead and selected Leon in that squad, believing that everything was okay, where all parties were satisfied. But little did Al Grimsey know that Craig and Chum could not come to an agreement on certain terms, and Craig forfeited his decision for Leon to play without the coach knowing. So that's why I said the coach looked like public mockery there because failure to communicate, either the JF to communicate to the coach to say, look, we and Butler could not come to an agreement, and as such, he says that Leon should not be enlisted in the squad. I believe that Butler is telling a lie to say that, oh, I sent a message to Al Grimson to say that Leon should not be included in the squad. If he did send that message, that would have been long after the man would have listed the squad. Because I don't think the coach should have seen a message of that nature and still went ahead and put Leon Bailey on the squad. You get the point?
Yeah, we got
So you're
that.
basically saying that you're blaming Butler for what is going on,
No,
and he's
I'm blaming Butler and JFF.
Yeah.
but I don't hear how you blame it. So you're just saying that the coach is not wrong. That's what you're trying
The
to say.
coach is not wrong. Let me tell you why he's not wrong. Because he must have garnered some amount of information from Butler and JFF to
Yeah.
include Leon in the squad.
And I mean, the
So
only way I blame Hal Grimson, the only blame I
mhm,
give Hal Grimson is that he would have include Bailey in the second and the third game if he's supposed to fall, which I respect that. You can't go make man party and then one come join second and third game. You know what I mean? As I've always stated, that's why you lose a dressing room.
so and you're perfectly right there, Professor. So think about it. If the man went ahead and had that discussion with Craig Butler, that he's happy to include Leon Bailey in the squad,
Hmm.
even after a party, you can put things together and see where the lie is coming from.
Yeah.
You can see things where it comes from, where the lie is coming from. But what I did not like is the fact that they left the coach out there hanging for a second time because I don't think he's a stupid man. He would not have done that. It seems as if he doesn't know what's happening with his team. And the next point I was making that the callers or the listeners did not understand is that Butler had said that after Jay Frey's interview with Leon, that Leon will no longer speak. Butler will speak on Leon's behalf. So if you're speaking on Leon's behalf, it means that when you had a meeting with the coach, you would have already met Leon, but that's Butler, and say, Leon, I'm going to meet with the coach. These are the conditions we're going to agree on. Why do you need to go back to say, oh, I will have dialogue with Leon if he agrees to play again? You would have made that decision already.
Yeah.
So he's telling a big bag of lies. He's telling a lot of lies there. And then the Whisper story. If Whisper is so injured and there's no report coming from out of Celtic to say that he's injured, that he cannot play, I have not seen any. I've looked and I've not seen any. My question is this. He said, that's Butler, I told them not to include Whisper any at all. He didn't say he did not tell them to include Leon enough. I told them not to include Whisper any at all. One, he's expecting a baby. And two, he has an
Yeah,
injury that
and let
Chelsea
me just
said
touch
that
upon
he
that,
should
right?
not.
Other than the injury, if you say, allegedly, whatever, allegedly, or he, say Whisper never injured or whatever the case is. You tell me, well, me not gonna say, well, to be honest, me not mix the man the baby mother or whatever the case is, but me not thinking baby mother do right now. You get me? I say, cause just where them celebrate a little thing. Well, me not know still, so I'm not gonna, let me not speak on it. Let me not speak on it because,
No,
to be
but
honest,
look here.
a lot of footballers, whenever they have the wife or the baby mother is having a child, some of them want to go to the birth, especially if it's their first child. So if that's the case and if they want to be excluded to go to the birth of his baby, then fine, fair enough. Enough players do it at club level and me not say nothing against it. So I don't know when she do, so I'm not gonna speak on it in all
But
due respect.
but look here, no. But look here, Persa. We're not stupid because put it this way. Dalgrims would have given Whisper the time off to go and see the birth of the child and come back. For example, I watch cricket, I watch different sports. Shillingford from West Indies cricket was given the time off to go on because his wife is having a child. So it's not like Al Grimshaw would have had a problem with that. If Al Grimshaw was willing for Leon to miss the first match because of party, he would have agreed. The man is not so disingenuous
That is true.
not to
That is
give
true.
Whisper to give him the time off. So I'm saying to you, you know what happened? And I'm going to say it. Craig Butler, he wanted to hold JFF as hostage because he wants Speed to be removed and he wants his under 20 players to be in the under 20 setup. And they're allowing Leon to be this prima donna of this Jamaica team. And he's not. And I'm saying, when is it an agent who doesn't have a license, agent license, he's a manager, when is it an agent discuss with the national team about his players? No other country allows that.
Yeah.
The great Lionel Messi agent doesn't go to him and say, oh, Lionel Messi cannot play on certain conditions. Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't do that. It's a
He's
privilege.
either accept the call up or you
The
not accept the
matter,
call up. You know, at
it's
club
simple as
level,
that. So
at
do
club level, as a collective, you can make demands in terms of improving training facilities, etc., etc. You know, your agent can speak to some of those stuff, like my players contracted to this club, but I believe that things need to improve for this player to perform. Whatever the case is, you get me? I say, but at the international level, there's no demands to make in regards to a football federation because football federations are not rich, and even some of the most successful football federations them have money, but they mishandle the money. There's corruption. So, the JFF problem is not only, it's not unique. The problem that the Jamaica Football Federation is facing, it's not only unique to us as a federation. You know what I'm saying? But you can't make demands from a
you,
football federation in terms of the security issue. If the players need security, then I agree 100%. In terms of the room thing,
no, no.
etc., that's subjective.
Look here. The Leon Bailey needs personal security. You pay that out your pocket. You pay that out your pocket. You get your own security. My thing is this, and let us be real, because I know other people want to call, and I'm going to throw up the line soon. Let
Yeah.
me ask you a question. Does Leon Bailey have any endorsement deal with maybe one of Jamaica's biggest company, Digicel, Flow?
Think him
Are
off.
there any?
Think him.
No,
I think him there with flow. I'm not
he
sure if
is
it
with
has
Flow.
ended, but I think he's with flow. Other than that, I really know about other endorsement deals.
So if Craig Butler is so smart, why doesn't he use this opportunity? Leon is a global footballer. Why is it that Leon don't have these big endorsements across the region? Why is it that he doesn't give Dujon Whisper the opportunity to go at one of the biggest show and one of the biggest competition in the world, maybe the third largest, biggest after the World Cup and Euro, to go and showcase his talent, to let him set his mark, give him an opportunity if Chelsea decides to sell or put Whisper on loan. This is an opportunity for him to play in the Copa America, perhaps solidify his space at Chelsea, get the
Mm.
light that he needs or the exposure that he needs. Or you're going to come out and make some stupid story and all of those things and tell lies when you're trying to hold Jamaica and the Football Federation at ransom because
Yeah.
he has an agenda. He has an agenda. And I'm saying to you, Leon Bailey has outgrown Craig Butler as an agent. And if he doesn't do the right thing, you don't know what will happen. Aston Villa is hearing all of these stories. They're hearing all of these buzz. And one of the things you don't want is for your one of your marquee players to be so in a bad light in the public sphere, and especially even though the club don't really business when it comes to certain things, but it's not good marketing for Leon. It's not good marketing for Dejan.
Mm-hmm. And Usman even make it
And
to
I'm
the
saying,
football as yet, contrary to popular belief.
and you and I know my final point on this is this. If Leon Bailey didn't have a good season for Aston Villa, he would be crying when they call him up, he'd run to go to Jamaica. And it's just because there's no competition per se for Leon on that side. He feel as if he's so big and bad and bold that he can do as he like. You think he can do that under Unai Emery? He will sit on the bench because he knows that there's competition on in the Aston Villa team. Because if he doesn't perform well, Diaby will get his spot.
Yeah.
And if he messes around, they will remove him from the first team. But because they take Jamaica for nothing and feel as if he's bigger than Jamaica, he can do as his like. You know what Al Grimson said that was really sterling?
What's
Let
that?
us focus on players who are committed to represent Jamaica. And I think he should hold that. Not saying that Leon should not be in the squad again, but Leon needs to prove himself that he's ready to represent Jamaica, that he's committed to Jamaica, and that he wants to play for Jamaica. And then Craig Butler needs to understand that he does run our program. Those are my final words,
Yeah.
gentlemen. Respect, bless up.
All right, big up. And let me just address this quickly, right? Get done official. Yo, Dylan, you see, if you know me, I'm a big advocate for free speech, even if you cross the line of spreading misinformation or whatever the case is, or just plain out disrespect or lies. But I mean, this doesn't borderline lies or anything, but I just want to say, get done, God love you, God love your family. Normally, when we usually get these comments, would I respond in anger, but I just want to say, have a blessed day, get done, and more success to you and wealth and health. But big up yourself still. Jeremy and Blake say, my question is, any of you guys don't see that the message was edited? I mean, you can put it back up on screen. How long does it take to edit a message on WhatsApp? Couple hours, or you can edit it forever? Where did it say edited? I'm not seeing where say it edited.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's another one on the screenshots.
Yeah, maybe it's that a screenshot them surrounding the advice that Craig Butler was giving to the Jamaica Football Federation. But Dylan, drop the link in the comment section again.
Yeah,
How
man,
much more time you have left? Because I know you're
well,
busy, man.
we probably can talk about one more thing still if you
Yeah,
have one.
but people, those are massive favor. I am not like Dicanio. I mean, for some reason, I don't know, like Dicanio can get enough for subscriber, like, but people hit that red subscribe button. If you are returning to the channel but not yet subscribed, Gunnaz channel just hit 2,000 subscribers, people. So go ahead, please hit that red subscribe button, people. Also, those are massive favor by hitting that like button, as it does help the videos. It's free. Not take no time to hit the like button. We're here again on a Tuesday. This Friday, we're doing a giveaway, people, the first official giveaway. So we will be giving back to you guys, right, in the best way possible. So be around for Friday. We're doing a giveaway. So just to help us, just hit that like button, people. You know, please, my beg you, please. I could get some more callers still. So the link is in the comment section. Football group, big up yourself. Grant CFC say, I am wondering how JFF is wrong in this case. I don't think I don't think them wrong still. Mr. E said both him know Craig from JC. That's a Dennis Strong. Richard is big up yourself. Him say JFF needs to apologize to us for exposing us Jamaicans to public embarrassment. Yeah, Bailey's a flow ambassador. That's the only endorsement deal. I feel like missing on KFC already still. Like I'm not sure still. Damion Lowe said Chelsea doesn't want him to play. Fair enough. That's what Craig Butler said in the Sportsmax interview. James Bond said Butler just need him player in the under 20. Realist Cap say true. See if we get some more comments. Alex Marshall, big up yourself. I know that you're not the real Alex Marshall. Him said Bailey is bigger than Jamaica. Speaking on behalf of football, while Leon need to prove himself, isn't that already been done? Honestly, Dylan, I think Leon Bailey has a lot more to prove in terms of his footballing career. I mean, for one, you start a club was Genk. That's where you develop. You move to Leverkusen. It's not a club with high expectations. You never win a trophy at Leverkusen. They just recently won the first trophy in like 40 odd years. So you use that club as like to showcase yourself to the world that I am a serious football player. You made the move to the English Premier League. You had 2 bad seasons initially. Your third season was good. However, you have to replicate that. So Leon Bailey, he have enough things to prove. He have a lot to prove moving forward. Is me I say he have to replicate this season moving forward. You know what I say? He have to be consistent. So I think he have a lot to prove. Before him ending football career. Lied March 99 said everybody keeps saying why Butler don't give these guys opportunities to play in a tournament. You guys forget Butler work for these boys. They are his boss. Butler work for them. Whisper needs guidance. Well, if Bailey and Whisper not and any other respective Phoenix player want to play in an international tournament, then I have news for them. They are being stupid. Who doesn't want to play in the Copa America? Who doesn't want to play in Nations League? Who doesn't want to play in like a potential World Cup? You know what I'm saying? I'm not want nobody come jump on the train when Jamaica qualify for World Cup. That's going for overseas players as well. Potential Reggae Boys. Alex Marshall said, lol. We're nobody in the back room. People, please click the link in the comment section and join the stream. Get one more color on. Dreamer Tycoon say, he's on the up. How much more to prove? Bro, Leon Bailey has so much more to prove, people. What are you guys talking about? You guys love brand Leon Bailey as world class. Leon Bailey is not world class. And if that is news for you guys, then I'm sorry. He's not world class. He have a
If
lot to
people
prove.
are still trying to discuss if Saka is world class, then Leon Bailey can't be close. I'm so
Playing
sorry.
at Genk is nothing. Playing at Genk is nothing. That's a club that's going to develop you. Playing at Leverkusen is like, yes, you're in a big top 5 league. You show yourself to the world to say, all right, people, I am Leon Bailey. This is what I can do. And then you make the next big step to a different club. Now, Aston Villa is not the biggest club in the world, right? However, them qualify for the UEFA Champions League. So you have to go into next season playing in the Champions League. You have to prove something as well. Because the expectation for a team like Aston Villa, yet them not going to win a trophy, but I believe the expectation and the pressure is more compared to a club like Leverkusen or any other club in the Bundesliga. The club them not Germany, them not want to win a trophy. Dortmund keep continuously selling their best players. Leverkusen will do the same thing. But if you look at the English Premier League, clubs like Aston Villa and Newcastle, they want to win trophies. So they price their players out of moves. They want to keep their best players after having wonderful seasons so that they can try to challenge for trophies. Recently, you see Newcastle go to the final against United in the Carabao Cup. Yes, it's the Carabao Cup, people. Not the biggest trophy, but still, at least they're trying to compete for something. Newcastle made it deep into the what you call it competition, the Conference League. No, Aston Villa made it deep into the Conference League. West Ham won the Conference League, not the first European trophy. I think it's the first European trophy, but the first trophy in how many years?
But
So
Presser, hold on, Presser. Let's be objective. In the Premier League, where do you think he ranks across right wingers in the Premier League?
if I base off of last season in isolation,
Yes,
then I put him in off. What's it, right wingers?
right wingers in the Premier League.
Just off based off isolation.
Yes,
Off of
last
last
season,
season,
where would you put him?
I put him in top five. You know what I say? Top five, top 10, top five. If not top five, top six.
So name
Because I
them.
look at
Who
yeah,
is number one?
number one right wingers last season.
Mm-hmm.
Would I go with? I'll go with Saka.
Just say it, no, just say it, just say it,
No,
just
would
say
I go
it.
with Saka? To me,
Okay,
it would have been Saka.
alright.
My top five for right wingers, if me can remember vividly, it would have been Saka,
Yeah.
Mohamed Salah. But might put Olise in there. Olise wouldn't be a bad shout. Yeah,
Alisa
you would have.
wasn't better than Bale last season.
All right. Scrap Olise. Jared Bowen,
Okay, yeah.
three. So Saka,
Bowen
Salah,
not
Jared
over
Bowen.
Salah?
Yeah, me not put this in an order, but man, I give me a top five.
Okay.
Saka, Salah, Jared Bowen from West Ham, right? Um, let me see. City never really have no hot right puller last season, you see me? United never have nobody. Chelsea, well, could I say Cole Palmer because then he did forward as number 10.
Sure,
Right?
no, I'd say Cole Palmer was
Cole
alright.
Palmer, Cole
Yeah.
Palmer. But in this stop in number 10, but Cole Palmer, because he was productive off the right hand side. Cole
Kudos.
Palmer and Kudos can be in there as well. So Leon Bailey, top six, top five, top six. Spurs never really had nobody for the right hand side we had. Going down the pecking order. Yeah, so that would have been my top six, top five. So Leon Bailey for me, after last season, definitely top five, top six, right wingers in the English Premier League last season. As I say, am I missing out on anyone? I don't think so.
I think he's definitely easily top five.
Did I miss out on anyone last season? Any right
Last
wingers last season?
season,
I don't think so.
Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, nobody. United, you guys are not good in the Premier League. I think
Yeah,
that's
I think that's fair enough. So Bailey would have make it in my top 6 people. Isn't it? No specific order, but yeah, I think the best right
no. I
winger for
want a specific order. Stop. You said that I'm always
yo.
lukewarm.
I watch
Stop
it.
jump around the question.
If me give you a
Answer the
specific
question.
if me give you a specific order,
Specific order
then
right now, Professor.
specific order. Hold on. Alex Marshall say you're talking bias. Then where you put Leon Bailey last season then?
Yeah, people, tell us.
No
Give us
man.
your top 5 in the comments.
Anthony Gordon never played off of the left wing last season. He can play both positions, but which position he played more last season? On the left wing.
Professor, stop jump around the
He
question,
didn't
Professor.
watch ball game
Question.
last season, but people, let me tell you, Salah had a wonderful season last year, but it wasn't his best season.
Yes.
It wasn't his best season. Saka had a wonderful season last year, but he did feel with ups and downs to an extent. Isn't it? But they still had wonderful seasons. You know, Liam Bailey did start off the season coming off the bench, and then mid-season, he start get a lot of game time playing as the starting right winger. You see me? And you still had a couple games that Liam Bailey did have fouled off of the bench. So that's my top 5, top 6 of right wingers last season. Kudos, Mohamed Salah, Saka, Liam Bailey, Cole Palmer. That's 6 or 5. And I think these are
Oh
somebody
no, I
else.
dropped it in
And Jared
the.
Bowen.
I dropped it in. There's. I'm going to name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, and you're going to rank them, right?
Yeah.
Saka, Salah, Bowen, Bailey, Palmer, Kudus, and Diaby. I'll be fair. Who is 7th?
All right, let me take some comments. They must say Bailey top
What
3.
is that jump around the question, people?
3 the least. All right, him say 3 the least. Top 3. Richie Ty said you are overlooking the fact that he's one-dimensional in that he is useless when the team is defending, and that is true because whenever you see Aston Villa play against the big teams, Emery really start Leon Bailey more like go for Diaby. But all right, so in terms of your list, so I go Saka number 1, Saka number 1,
Okay.
Salah number 2.
Salah last season.
Brother, how much output Salah last season? Man, yeah, man. Salah
Bro.
last, Salah second.
No,
Isn't me?
bro.
So how much you put Saka? Alright, no, sorry. Cole Palmer second.
Okay.
Cole Palmer second.
Mm-hmm.
So Saka, Cole Palmer. Then we go with Salah third.
Mm-hmm.
Salah third. Salah third.
Yo. People, the man bias for real people.
Bailey fourth. No,
Defending.
Bailey fourth.
Wow.
And then Kudos fifth. And
No,
Diaby
bro.
sixth.
Bowen must be higher. Bowen must
Seven that
be
no, Diaby 7. All right, let me tell you why. I feel like Liam Bailey compared to a lot of some of these players, I think he had a big impact last season in terms of the success that Aston Villa would have achieved. You get me? I say because Cole Palmer had a wonderful season, so I'm not gonna put him over Liam Bailey. You see me? Saka had a wonderful season as well. Then finished 1 point behind City, right? Liam Bailey was one of those top players for Aston Villa, as well as in the Premier League, and helping Aston Villa to gain Champions League qualification. So we can't leave up Liam Bailey. We have to either 3 or 4. You get me? I say Kudos had a breakout season, not a breakout season, but Kudos had a wonderful season with West Ham. You get me? I say so we can't take that out. And Diaby also had a good season. You see me? So Saka, Cole Palmer, Salah, then Liam Bailey, then the rest fall into different positions. I cannot take away what Liam Bailey did last season for Aston Villa. Remember, I know the man fought
Bowen
against Man
scored
City. Listen up.
16 goals in the Premier
Hold on,
League.
man. Liam Bailey fought against Man City last season. He demolished them in that 1-0 win, right? He got the assist against Arsenal when you guys did play down at Aston Villa yard. Him get the assist. John McGinn was the only goal scorer of that game. Him fouled up at Arsenal yard and come off of the bench and beaten up. You get me? I say him give United problem one time. Him save Aston Villa against Bournemouth in the 2-2 draw. And he's had other games where him save Aston Villa as well, and he was crucial. So as much as Obash Liam Bailey for the country and whatever the case is, he did have a big impact on Aston Villa achieving Champions League qualification last season, whether when he was starting or coming off the bench. I'm not going to take that from him.
I just think that you're underrating Bowen, but as long
I am
as
I'm not under. How much I put Bowen?
you didn't even mention Bowen yet.
Then Bowen at 6 then.
No, bro, 16 non-penalty goals.
Yeah, bad man. How many what success did West Ham have last season? Answer that to me.
Oh boy, person. I'm talking about individual season, Preston. That's
Yeah,
what.
brother, but I tell you, brother, but me I look on Liam Bell will contribute to Aston Villa gaining Champions League qualification and me not fit take that over Bowen.
No, but I never said that he's over Bailey. You said that Kudus had a bigger impact last season. That's not what I was. That's the only point I was
I never
consistent.
said Kudus have a bigger impact last season.
You rated Kudus 5.
And I said that I said he had a good impact last season.
Okay, but Kudus is over Bowen. That's what you said.
I did.
Yes.
No, Bowen over Kudus.
Okay, there you go. That's all I had.
But don't debate me upon Liam Bailey thing, people, because Liam Bailey, he was successful last season. His best season in the English Premier League, right? He was vital in Aston Villa gaining Champions League promotion. We cannot take that away from Liam Bailey. You see me? He massively contributed to that Villa team. When I look at West Ham, where did West Ham finish last season? West Ham went on a bad run and get slap up. You see me? Despite the good form of Bowen. Kudus, he was good as well. Cole Palmer had a wonderful season, win Young Player of the Year. So you definitely have to put him in the top 3. You see me? Saka had a wonderful season as well. Salah, him did fall back from injury and him find him feet again. You see me? I say, but him automatically going to be in there as well. You see me? But Liam Bailey have to either 3rd or 4th. Simple as that. You see me? Can't take away Liam Bailey the last season.
As long as you said that Saka came first and Leon Bailey's in the top 5, I got everything that I was trying to get. So.
Dream Tycoon, you can't talk music and sports bias. Never talk music on this platform before. But people, what do you think? What do you think Liam Bailey ranked last season in terms of right wingers last season? Is he in your top 5? And does he make it over Jared Bowen and Kudus?
We have one final caller.
All right, get them on now.
Dwayne, big up yourself.
Dwayne, can you hear?
Dwayne.
Richie Tyson Bailey can't make in a top 5. What?
Wow.
So Richie Tyson, where ranked Liam Bailey last season then? What about right wingers? We're not talking overall wingers last season. Just right wingers based off last season. You're doing right there?
Yes.
Give him like a minute or so. Dr. Dan said Kudus is a box to box. He played all over the field as well. Nothing came in actual box to box, but I'm get what you're saying. Play multiple positions. Further skill say, is he really being ranked because he's that good or because he's Jamaican? Leon is an impact player, but still not a starting fixture. So is the ranking based on emotions? No. Let's take us. All right, let me take. So me I'm not Jamaican at this moment in time. He still had a wonderful season last year, people. At the start of the season, he was coming off the bench. Then the middle part of the season, he started to start for Aston Villa, right? You see me? He start for Aston Villa. And some of the big games, he did come off the bench, in all fairness, right? And he did make an impact regardless of coming off the bench. So I just think he had a good season overall as well. And he was a huge player in terms of Aston Villa achieving Champions League success. You cannot take away that from him, people. Whether the man Jamaican or not Jamaican. And I'm taking away that I'm Jamaican right now. And I'm saying, Leon Bailey, if I was from any other country, I'm not going to say him did have a world-class season or whatever, but he had a wonderful season. Especially seeing that the 2 seasons when they have did bad already. Richard Ty says 7th. The man said, can rank Palmer. Check the status. All if you take all the pens away. How many games did he play? 90 minutes. Bro, it no matter if he played only per 90-minute game last season. The fact of the matter is he made an impact. Whether he started or coming off the bench. I don't know where people have like draw for this 90-minute thing. I'm sure no say you have bench players in the English Premier League will come off of the bench and have a better season than certain man who are starting in a certain position. I can guarantee that. If you look through the English Premier League. So nothing to do with whether they play enough 90-minute games or whatever the case is. Some players, you have to manage them different compared to some. Especially when he's a player that has a track record of having injuries. You see me? The fact of the matter is he made a huge impact on Aston Villa last season. Goal contributions, Richard I say probably less than 5. I don't know what he means by that. But people, you're not on to do with 90 minutes. The man forward and the man make an impact. Whether he's Jamaican or not. So we have to big up Bailey for that. You get me? I say, who would have thought Aston Villa would have made Champions League last season? I'm gonna say it's down to Liam Bailey alone, But he was crucial in that. When Aston Villa went on that good run in terms of beating Arsenal and Manchester City and those teams, who was the forefront of that? Liam Bailey, don't. Come on,
Sure.
people. Come like not forget what they won the last season. But people, we'll come to the end of it. But before we go, people, just once again, smash up that like button. I think Dicanio, I don't want to lift the man disappointed people. So please, my big, before I head out, just stop what you're doing quickly. Get us the 50 likes if we haven't reached the 50 likes already. Any amount of likes will do, to be honest, people. But once you smash that like button, take 2 more comments before we give you the outro. Damion Lowe say Leon's season was simply world class. Damion Lowe, his season was not world class. I'm sorry to say it. If you ask any respective players across the Premier League or any other league, he did not have a world class season. Marcus Mazzelgarvi said, I used to be happy to have football about Jamaica to escape life stress, but it has turned into a stressful place. I don't want to root one no more. Craig is disgusting. He loved drama and bad tactic. Dream Tycoon said he made a very big impact. For the skill set, only the good, pick up yourself. Chelsea, Cobham said Palmer, Foden, Saka, Salah, Bowen, all above him. Sorry, we're talking about players that played on the right hand side. Phil Foden predominantly played off the left hand side last season. You get me? I say so. Yeah. When says Palmer, I put Palmer over Leon Bailey last season. I did put Saka over Bailey. I did put Salah. In terms of Bowen, no, them never achieved none last season. So I'm very busy about Jared Bowen. But big up to Leon Bailey still, people. But we can give me the outro.
It's time to rise up. Stand and take your place.